inspired by a new Amazonian woman, an Amazonian woman who is very couture. It is a new way for me to interpret sexy. This time, there are flat shoes, which is a new vision of sexy in a more contemporary way. This is also a woman who is very secure in herself. It is a very wild concept.
Let's see. Beautiful like this. Put the fingers and they are perfect. Then today with Alessandro Dell'Acqua we propose here that as an influence of the 70s, but definitely with a modern touch. And I'm tired to say all the time what people they look like and what is supposed to look like. I think it looks like an Alessandro Dell'Acqua girl, which is mean a woman with nonchalance and with lots of security in her style. So even if the hair they are straight, they have texture, and not essentially they are bad head, but they have they are not ordinary, and that's what it brings the straight hair in another level. Just to do straight hair, I will say not too pedestrian if you like, but more as a look and more attitude. So all these girls, they are very young and they give a great interpretation of this style. Because generally, for me, straight hair, they have a total different approach of the way that I see. And so I think when I look women like Françoise Hardy or Kate Moss when she had straight hair, or like other inspired women, Jane Birkin, they have straight hair, but they had a little bit of quality and attitude.
Tell them about that too. Yeah. No, he was fine, but then he said it has to be blended, do you know what I mean? Graduates.
Hey, it's great. Terry's on the phone.
Yeah, there's a great one in Toronto.
Wow, about 600
Tiny little tan underneath, and the mouth is really opaque. Like you have to remember how opaque the mouth is. It's a really chic look. It's done. It's not like
Well, the look that we're doing today, we're creating, well, you know how natural's a huge trend this season. And so Alessandro wanted, and every designer that I've worked with has had their sort of, it's about going into their world and their take on natural. So Alessandro wanted the girls to look very like a couture, chic, kind of pumped up natural. So there's, foundation on the face, contouring on the cheeks, underneath the cheekbones, quite heavily contoured, very powdered, beigey kind of this wonderful two colours by MAC called Groundwork and Architecture, which are these cream eyeshadows which dry matte, and we're literally sculpting the eyes, we're putting it right all over the lids and sculpting it right up into here and underneath, dragging it quite low. They're sort of wonderful taupey kind of grey, lilac-y, taupey kind of colours.
saw a lot of portraits of Verushka, shot by Franco Robertelli, where she was almost completely covered in body paint, with animal prints on her body. They had a very wild, but also very couture look. And then I also took a lot of inspiration from Corinne Reutfeld. She has a very confident style, but at the same time she has a little bit of a wild attitude. Clearly there are my signature fabrics, like the chiffons or laces, but they are used in a different way. The lace is coupled with the animal prints, but in flesh colors. That therefore had an influence. Then there were lots of prints, which for me is quite new. I never use prints. It is a new method, and all the prints were all mixed together. And then there were metallic knits, printed metallics, that gave a soft, new shape to the body. The shoes were either very high, exaggerated wedgies, or in plexiglass, or they were completely flat. This lends the same outfit a different feel. There are lots of belts, all in plexiglass, but they look like couture belts because of the way they've been treated. The idea of the accessories is kind of like the opposite of the clothes. When the mood is sexy, I'm using very flat shoes. When the mood is very elegant, I'm using a very high heel.